Welcome back to another tutorial. So in today's video we're going to learn how to make this wide leg pants with elastic waistband. If you haven't seen the video where I showed you how to make the alternate top and pairing with this pants, I have it linked up here so you can go check that out. With that being said, let us get straight into this tutorial. So this is the fabric we're going to work with for this tutorial, and this is rib fabric. I'm working with 2 yards. I use these 2 yards for the pants as well as the top. So we're going to start off by cutting the front piece, and I have my fabric unfold. I'm marking the full length of my pants, and I'm going to add 1 inch for the folding allowance. Then at the top part here, I'm going to remove 2 inches for my waistband. So I'm taking out the 2 inches, so I'm just marking from the starting point minus our waistband, and then I'm going to go ahead to mark my hip line as well. After marking my hip line, I'm going to go ahead to mark my crotch depth. So I'm going to go ahead to rule out the lines, and then we're going to start imputing our body measurements. Now, because we're going to use an elastic for our waistband, we're going to use our hip measurement for the waistline. So our waistline, we're going to use our hip measurements there. So take note of that. Now on the the crotch line here, I'm going to mark my hip measurement divided by 4, and I'm going to mark it out. I'm also going to add 1 inch to my hip measurement for ease, because I don't want this to hug my body. I want to add ease to it. I'm going to add 1 inch, and then I'm also going to add extra 1 inch for our joining allowance. So my hip measurement is 10 inches. I'm going to add 2 inches. 1 inch is going to serve as the ease, and then the other 1 inch is going to serve as our joining allowance. So I'm just adjusting this because that wasn't going to be enough. So I'm going to readjust the fabric and then add in my measurement. So what I'm going to add in is going to be 12 inches. Like I said, 1 inch is for ease, and then the other 1 inch is for our joining allowance. So I'm taking the same 12 inches up to the waistline, and I'm going to mark it out, after which I'm going to rule a straight line at this point so we connect the lines together. Next, we're going to mark my hip measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch joining allowance. After marking that, we're going to rule this to our hip line. You can see that I didn't make it 12 inches the way I did for the hip, simply because we're adding elastic and our hip measurement is already enough as it is. So I just connected this from the waistline area down to my hip area. Now I'm going to come out by 2 inches on this part for our crotch extension. I'm going to have the formula for this on the screen, and then I'm going to mark 1 inch on this point here as a guide to just create our crotch curve. After which I'm going to take note of what I have along this part here all together, and I'm going to take it straight down because I want this to be a really wide pant. So I'm going to use what I have there, and I'm just going to mark it at the bottom part. After marking, we're going to connect the lines to meet each other, and then we're just going to cut this out. Now after cutting the front piece, I went ahead to place this on our back piece fabric. We have this on fold so we can cut the 2 back pieces. Now to start off, I'm going to come up from this point by 1.5 inch for the extension of our bum. This is going to differ depending on the size of the person you're working on. And I'm just slanting this back to our waistline like so. And then I'm going to come out here for our back crotch extension. The crotch extension for the front and the back is not the same, so you want to take note of that. And I just went ahead to rule a straight line at that point. From here I just came down by 1/2 inch just to slant the crotch extension. and I'm going to connect this back into this line here. Next, on this crotch area here, we're going to curve this back into our bodies. You can just curve it back into the pattern you have here if you do not want it to be too wide, but I just decided to add 1 inch all the way down. So I marked 1 inch all the way down, and I'm connecting it from that curve all the way down, as you see me doing right here. After which, we're going to go ahead to cut this out. Now I'm going to go ahead to cut out the pockets, and I'm just going to curve this like this. Just watch closely at what I'm doing, and on this part here I'm going to mark how open I want the pockets to be and just curve it out. So I'm just going to eyeball this and just curve it out. So after curving this out, I place my palm in just to make sure my hands are going to be comfortable while wearing them. And then I'm just placing my tape here to make sure the opening of the pocket is okay with me. And once I have what I need, I'm going to go ahead to cut this out. So I'm going to cut this one, and then I'm going to cut another pair for the opposite side as well. After cutting out the pockets, we're going to mark out where we want them to be. So from the waist area, I'm going to come down by 1 inch and mark that. After marking the 1 inch, from that 1 inch point, I'm going to mark out the opening I have at the pocket area, which is about 7 inches, and I'm going to mark it out as well. Next, after marking that out, we're going to create notches at that point. So when we are sewing this, we know where to place our pockets. So I'm going to create notches at the top as well as at the bottom, and these notches are going to reflect at the front piece as well as the back pieces of our pants. After creating the notches, we want to go ahead to start sewing. So I'm taking out the back piece, and we're going to start off working on the front piece of our pants. So I'm going to place this down, and then we're going to start sewing at this crotch area. You can go ahead to add your pocket first and then stitch this part down, or you can go ahead to stitch here down and then add your pocket, whichever you prefer. I'm going to go ahead to stitch here by 1/2 inch first, and then I'm going to move on to add my pockets. I've gone ahead to stitch that part. Now we want to go ahead to attach our pockets. I'm just placing them down at that notched area, and then we're going to stitch this down by 1/2 inch. So just watch closely and you understand what I'm doing. After stitching this down, this is what we have. You want to go ahead to top stitch this part on the pocket area here, just so it stays in place if you do not have an overlocker or you cannot overlock the rough edges. So this is the opposite side as well. Now I've gone ahead to do the same thing for the back. I stitched down the crotch area and attached the pockets together, and this is what we have. Now we want to go ahead to join the front and the back pieces together. So to do this, we're going to hold everything together and then start from this point here. So I'm going to hold this part together, and we're going to stitch it by 1/2 inch all the way to this point. And then when we get to that point, we want to go inwards into our pocket and just stitch this following the shape we have there, and then bring it here. And then from this point, we're going to take it straight down. That is how we're going to stitch the opposite side as well. So I went ahead to mark this out so you see clearly what I'm trying to explain. You can see that I went ahead to mark From this point you go in and then you just stitch around the pocket area and then take it straight down. So I'm going to go ahead now to stitch this down, and then we're going to come back to work on the next step. After stitching that down, this is what we have. I've gone ahead to sew the pocket areas all the way down to the bottom part of our pants on both sides. Now we want to go ahead to close up the crotch area. So I'm going to hold both crotch points for the front and the back piece, and then I'm going to pin this down for me to take this to sew. So to sew this, I'm just going to hold it from the midpoint and stitch this all the way down to this point. And then after stitching this part all the way down, I'm going to take this from the midpoint again, and then I'm going to stitch this all the way down to the opposite side of our pants as well. So we're going to go ahead now to stitch that part down so we can work on our waistband. So I'm done stitching that part down. Now what we want to do is we want to take our measurements across our waist round, and then whatever we have there, that is what we're going to use to create our waistband. So what I had at my waist area was equivalent to my hip measurement, which is 42. I added 1 inch joining allowance to that, which is 41 inches. And then I made this 2.5 inches. You can see that it unfolds. I made it 2.5 inches, which is together is 5 inches wide. I'm using 2.5 inches because the elastic we're working with for the waistband is 2 inches wide. So ½ inch is going to serve as the joining allowance. So I'm going to go ahead to cut this out. After cutting this out, I'm going to go ahead to fold this in two, and then after folding this in two, we're going to go ahead to stitch this by the side by ½ inch. Now this is the elastic we're going to work with. This is 2 inches wide, so I'm just placing my tip so you can see this. Now I'm going to mark out how much elastic I'm going to use. So my initial waist measurement is 32 inches. I'm going to take out 3 inches from my original waist measurement, and then I'm going to cut this out. After cutting this out, I'm going to fold this into two, and then after folding this into two, we're going to stitch along the sides the way we did for the fabric. Now after stitching down the fabric and the elastic, as you can see, we want to go ahead to sew them together. Now to sew them together, I'm going to impute my elastic inside of my fabric, and I'm just going to hold it together like this. So I'm going to hold it in, pushing in the elastic to make sure everything is inside, and then we're just going to stitch along the sides. So I'm going to sew this all the way round back to where we have that joining. So just watch closely and you understand. So basically what we're doing is we're trying to insert our elastic inside of the fabric and then just close it up. Now after inserting the elastic into our fabric, this is what it's looking like. Now we're going to go on to the next step to just top stitch on the elastic. Now to do this, I'm going to run 2 lines across this part of the elastic. So just watch closely at what I'm going to do. Now to do this, I'm going to stretch out my elastic like this. You can see the way I'm pulling the fabric, and then we're going to start sewing. Make sure you're pulling this as you go. So I'm just going to stitch this all the way, and I'm going to pull this just continually till I get to the opposite side. After stitching the first line, this is what it's looking like. Now we're going to go ahead to stitch another line here. So I'm going to do the same thing I did for this first line we just made, and then I'm just going to pull the fabric and then stitch it, and we're going to continue pulling and stitching till we get to the opposite side, the same thing we did for the first line. So after stitching down the second line, this is what our waistband is looking like. You can go ahead to create holes before you start sewing this to pass your lace through. If you want that, that is totally optional. I won't be adding that to this. Next, we want to move on to attach this to our pants. You can see what the pants is looking like. I've gone ahead to overlock the rough edges so it doesn't fray. Now I'm going to join this. I'm going to use the joining we have here, and I'm going to attach that joining to the joining we have at the back part of our pants, and then we're going to just sew it from that point. So from that part there, we're just going to start sewing this all the way around. Now you want to remember that when you're joining this, you want to go ahead to pull on the fabric again, because after adding the elastic, it's going to shrink a bit. So pulling the fabric is going to help make sure you have the exact measurement. So I'm just going to stitch this all the way around, and I'm going to pull on it so our fabric allowance is the same thing we have for the pants as well. So I hope you understand. If you have any question, don't forget to leave it in the comment section below. After attaching the waistband to the pants, this is what it's looking like. Now I'm going to go ahead to finish up the bottom part of the pants. I'm just going to hem this down like this, and then I'm going to come back to show you guys the final result. So guys, this is the final result. We've come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you found this video helpful in any way, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed already, and if you enjoy watching videos like this, you're also going to love watching this one up here, so you can go check that out, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.